Hello and welcome back, and today let's talk about The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 3 Episode 3. And this episode is a surprising one, and it's surprising because it gives me The Last of Us Season 2 vibes, and by that I mean Episode 1 is awful. I gave that a 3.5 out of 10. Episode 2 I thought was really good, gave it a 7. This episode is somewhat in the middle, and the plot of this episode is very mixed. We have Daryl and Carol separated, and for the Daryl plot, he's going off one character to go fix the boat. They find out they need a new rudder, so him and this guy travel somewhere, they get a new rudder, they fight some walkers, and they get back. It's normal Walking Dead. That's what we signed up for, action, some small character development with Daryl at the start of this episode. He doesn't care at all for anyone in Spain. He just wants to get home. He's single-minded, and then by the end of this episode he opens up to be like, yeah, I'll bring you back with me. So there is some small character progression with Daryl. So normal Walking Dead, fine plot line with Daryl, but then you have the B plot with Carol back at the town, and she does absolutely nothing the entire episode. She's boring. She just snoops around, sticks her nose where it doesn't belong, says a lot of stuff, and then starts to build a relationship with that other character. I do not know any of the characters' names yet, so I'm going to say young man's dad. She starts to build a relationship with him, watches the movie. Very boring, very slowly paced. I did not care. Give us more of Daryl shooting walkers. I wasn't a fan of the Carol stuff. We then also get the plot with, I don't know his names yet, I think her name's Christina, so we're going to call her Young Woman. Young woman finds that her uncle was actually rigging it so she won every single yearly child gets taken away by taking her name out of the picking pool. She finds this, gets guilty, and then volunteers as tribute. And the episode ends with her leaving, being taken away by the king. And that's the episode. And it's very mixed. As I said, I really hate the Carol plotline. Thought she was boring, annoying, didn't care about anything to do with the town. The Daryl plot was okay. If it had another plot of the same quality, it could have been a decent episode, maybe even a good episode. But because you have that really boring town stuff, it makes this episode very slow paced, very boring, and almost puts you to sleep at times when it focuses on Carol too much. I'm really not enjoying the Carol storyline so far in this season. We're 3 episodes in, and I feel like the story hasn't started yet. Episode 1 was a nothing episode. Episode 2 did almost everything episode 1 should have done, and then episode 3 is another nothing episode. Why are we having a nothing sandwich in the first 3 episodes? We have nothing, big, very important episode, nothing. And I'm really disappointed with this episode. I do also have to say, this episode is being carried, and I mean carried, by 2 massive Easter eggs and big reveals. One is with the Carol plot, and where she talks about, I had a friend who had a brother in Barcelona. Straight up, that is a Rick Grimes, Jeffrey Grimes reference. They are confirming Jeffrey Grimes is canon in the Walking Dead universe. And we probably will see him in maybe Season 3, Season 4. I'm thinking maybe back off of Season 3, if that, but he's definitely going to get another mention in Season 4. Why bring up Jeffrey Grimes if they're not going to do anything with him? I know technically they're on the opposite side of Spain, but they travelled across all of France in Season 1 and Season 2. I don't see them being like, nah, we're not going to have them travel to Barcelona. They are filming near Barcelona. They're definitely going to end up in Barcelona by the end of this season, in my opinion. And that is where we're going to get Jeffrey Grimes coming back. And the second big Easter egg, which everyone's talking about, is the PPP returns. It makes no sense. And everyone's talking about, there's lore about the PPP. It's the next big thing. This was just an Easter egg. It's like the A's in the early season of The Walking Dead. It meant nothing. They were all over the place. PPP, this is the 4th time it's appeared in the franchise, and it's with Daryl's plotline, and makes no sense at all. And I think that's the 2 big things about this episode, and that's what everyone's going to talk about. Remember, not the boring Carol stuff, or the Daryl being a bit of a dick and shooting walkers. And let's move on to my conclusion. So overall, I would say The Walking Dead Season 3, Episode 3 is a meh episode. It's not great, it's not bad, it is meh. And I'd have to give it a 5 out of 10. That Carol plot really does bring this episode down, and the Daryl plot is not strong enough to carry a very, very bad and boring Carol plot. However, this is just my personal opinion, so please tell me down below, What did you think about Season 3, Episode 3? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please tell me how you think down in the comments. So thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you later.